Hello, people. I want to talk about Anok. I think it's Anok. She is a South Sudanese model who went viral when a photographer accidentally took a picture of her, and it catapulted her to a modeling career. I think she was studying in university. I think I've heard it was biochemistry, but anyway, she's a beautiful, beautiful dark chocolate sister. Anyway, so this is her. So I just want to show you some pictures of her before we talk about the story. So she's done lots of different campaigns. She obviously she fits the aesthetic. A lot of South Sudanese people are really thin anyway, Antal. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna fire any shots at them. Yeah, but I think the South Sudanese, there are different ethnic groups in South Sudan. So it tends to be the Nuer, the Dinki, who are tall, dark, and slim. Do you know what I mean? There are other ethnic groups in South Sudan that don't look like this. Um, that look more like my shade of black. Do you know what I mean? And my features. But I'm not too sure if she's Nuwa or Dinky, or Luo. But anyway, this is a picture that catapulted her into fame. This is the one. There's a picture, and she does look stunning in this picture here with the shorts and the curly wig and the bra top. She does look absolutely stunning, doesn't she? To tell you honest truth, there's her side profile. Anyway, unfortunately, um, racism. She experienced some racism, so she was working for Zara. Zara is like a call it. Zara is a Spanish brand. I actually like Zara. I never used to like Zara, because back in the day, in the early 2000s, they didn't used to have a size 14 or like, do you know what I mean? They were very sizes, do you know what I mean? And it was expensive as well. I couldn't afford it. But now I can actually afford it. And I'm still like, obviously I'm a size 20 now, but obviously I'm hoping to go back to a size 14, 16. But I can still buy some certain stuff in Zara to tell the truth, even at a size 20. Anyway, but this is it. Basically, she experienced some racism, so she addressed the comments from an unnamed Zara photographer. She was called a cockroach. She was on set with a Spanish fast fashion retailer, and in a now deleted thread, the US model Anok shared details of the racist experience that took place in a photo shoot from a Spanish retailer. Who wants to hear a story? She says on May the 20th, before outlining the alleged comments. I remember in 2019 being called a cockroach by a photographer. It was for a brand that I used to always work with. I didn't speak the language, they didn't speak mine, but regardless, we were on set shooting a look after look. Um, she went on to reveal that the second to the last day, the makeup artist started powdering my face, and the photographer puts his camera down and shouts, "Lotion la Ukroka." I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. I don't. I just say it. Meaning, lotion the cockroach. Boy, that is racist. That is a really racist comment. According to Anok, the unnamed photographer, everyone on the set started laughing and smiling. Now, obviously, with dark skin, when you have dark brown skin, you can look ashy. Especially if you start powdering the face as well. Maybe she's got dry skin. Maybe she's not. Like some black people have oily skin. Maybe she might have that dry skin as well. But anyway, so that's just kind of disgusting. Lotion the cockroach, yeah. Comparing her to a cockroach and just mocking her dark skin, saying it's dry and ashy. But that's basically what he's trying to say. But it's really dehumanizing to, compare her to an insect and a pest of an insect. And she says, basically, it's just that she complained about it. She said she was going to leave, but then they said they were going to get rid of the photographer. And then when they asked the photographer lied and said, he never said it. And then she had to just continue. She says that the model remembers feeling how she couldn't react the same way I wanted to because at the end of the day I'm young, lone, and black. Anything I do will affect me, my family, and other black models. Uh, in the same thread, she also recalled refusing to return to set them next month if the photographer was still present, in which an unnamed Zara team member allegedly responded, "We don't accept that type of behaviour. We'll fire him now. Tell me who it is, and we'll get rid of him." Despite the promises, she returned to the set and the photographer walks by smiling. Someone from the Zara team is then alleged to have told the distressed model, "I asked the team what happened, and they said you made it up. Honestly, whatever you come here, you never smile and you never are happy." So that's really disgusting. And now people are saying to call for a boycott of Zara. Look, you know what? I like Zara. I'm not going to call for a boycott of Zara. I'll tell you for one reason. Some of the clothes in Zara are made in Morocco. That's an African country. I don't believe in putting, um, Africans, in like a third world country like Morocco out of work because of one racist photographer that Zara hired. Do you know what I mean? Racism, white supremacy is just worldwide anyway. But I certainly going to write a complaint to Zara about this, like an email. That's what I believe in doing. Um, but that's my opinion personally. Um, but yeah, I think it's disgusting. So tell me what you think. Do you think Zara should be boycotted? Because I think the fact of the matter is they hired her and they're paying Zara is paying her, so they're not that racist, but unfortunately they've employed racist employees. Now obviously the first one said they're going to get rid of the photographer. Obviously the person that told her that they're going to get rid of the photographer probably wasn't senior, so the senior person, I'm like, no, we're not going to get rid of the photographer. And this is the problem, that there are some white people that are racist and some white people that are not. And that is what you find a lot of times in these racist positions, that there are other white people that will say, no, this is wrong, but the people on top of them will say, no, they'll have to put up with it. We can make and insult black people as much as we like, as long as we're paying them. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to hold Zara responsible. I'd rather hold the photographer responsible. I think she should have outed the photographer instead of Zara as a company, because it's not actually Zara that's doing it. It's the photographer that said that. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the CEO, the person that owns Zara, is talking this, comparing black people to cockroaches and telling them to lotion it. It's the actual photographer. So I would say to her, and I don't know why black people do this. Obviously like she said, she's worried about her career, but if the photographers honestly say that, out him. Out him. Do you know what I mean? Don't like capitulate, out him. Do you know what I mean? There's no point, because Zara is like a multi-million euro business, and it must employ thousands of people. You know, obviously they're not all racist, so out the ones that are racist, so people can boycott that photographer and give him some heat. Do you see what I mean? That's what I think's important than boycotting the whole Zara's chain. Anyway, tell me what you think. Laters. Oh, and I just want to say, by her not telling the people who it is, which photographer it is, you're protecting her. I know she feels like she's protecting herself because she doesn't want to get blacklisted. Um, but you're actually protecting him, so he should be outed. Anyway, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and share my videos.